Good morning, everybody. I'm sure many of you are missing having your family being able to visit, just turn up on the doorstep and especially give them all a big hug. Sometimes our grandchildren, speaking to them through a computer is not the same, is it? I miss all the spontaneous, wonderful things little young children say. They make us laugh, cry, or marvel at the little gems of wisdom that they have to impart to us. In Matthew 21 verse 16 we read, "Do you hear what these children are saying?" they asked him. "Yes," replied Jesus. "Have you never read, from the lips of children and infants your Lord have called forth your praise?" Children do say and write some of the funniest things. When my daughter Louise was small, we had a homing pigeon die in our back garden. I phoned the Royal Pigeon Association to report the pigeon's death, giving them the number written on the ring that's attached to the bird's leg. I was worried that somewhere a pigeon keeper, having released the bird, was waiting for it to return to their pigeon loft. Meanwhile, my husband, having put the pigeon in a shoebox, was digging a hole in the garden for the pigeon to be buried. Louise came running up the garden telling everyone it was okay, the pigeon was going to heaven, as she had overheard Mummy phoning God to say that the bird was on its way. Here is my thought for the day, with a little help from an 8-year-old and his explanation of just who God is. It contains some pearls of wisdom for all of us. One of God's main jobs is making people. He makes them to replace the ones that die, so there will be enough people to take care of things on earth. He doesn't make grown-ups, just babies. I think because they are smaller and far easier to make. That way he doesn't have to take up all his valuable time teaching them to walk and talk. He can just leave that to their mothers and fathers. God's second most important job is listening to prayers. An awful lot of that goes on since some people, like preachers and things, pray at other times besides bedtime. God does not have time to listen to the radio or watch TV because of this. God sees and hears everything and is everywhere, which keeps him pretty busy. So you shouldn't go wasting his time by going over your mum and dad's head asking for something they've said to you you can't have. Jesus is God's son. He used to do all the hard work, like walking on water, performing miracles, and trying to teach the people who didn't want to learn about God. They finally got tired of him preaching to them, and they crucified him. But he was good and kind like his father, and he told his father that they didn't know what they were doing, and to forgive them, and God said, okay. His dad, God, appreciated everything he had done and all his hard work on earth, so he told him he didn't have to go out on the road anymore. He could stay in heaven. So he did. And now he helps his dad out by listening to all the prayers and seeing things which are important for God to take care of, and which ones he, Jesus, can take care of himself without having to bother his dad. Like a secretary, only more important. You should always go to church on Sunday because it makes God very happy. And if there is anybody you want to make happy, it's God. So don't skip church or do anything that you think will be more fun, like going to the beach. That is wrong. And besides, the sun doesn't come out on the beach until noon anyway. So, with those little pearls of wisdom, and also the weather forecast about the timing of the sun coming out, I would love to say that I will see you all in church on Sunday, but we know that's not possible at the moment. So hopefully I will see some of you in a little while on Zoom for morning and evening prayer. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking to you all again next Friday's Thought for the Day. So have a good day and stay safe. Amen.